It's time to do the setup. So if you want Claude Code on your machine, of course, that's what we want, right? To build it. So you have to go to Google and search for Claude Code. The setup is actually very simple, but there are certain things which we are going to see. So if when you search for Claude Code, it will take you to the website. So this is where we are. Now, it's easy to use Claude Code. The only thing is when you download and when you execute, you have to pay the bill for it. Now there are two options. One is the subscription way and second is the API way. And I will show you both. So let's go step by step. Now, based on which type of machine you're using, Windows or Linux or Mac, it will give you different options. Now, for this machine, which is Windows, I can simply copy this command, straightforward command. And since Claude Code is going to execute on your system, it's going to change the files, this is how the command will look like. I was not sure about what IRM means. I just did my search and I got to know there's something exists like this. Anyway, so let's go to terminal and execute this command. And when you do that, it will take some time to download. And by the time it is downloading, we can do some other stuff. I hope it will not ask me for anything else. So I've entered the command, still waiting. Okay, so it says installing the native Claude native build latest. Let's do that. Okay, so let me just go to the pricing part. So since we are in this page and since we talked about the price, if you click on pricing here, you can see there are multiple options. You can go with the API way or you can go with the plans. Now, for me personally, I have the Pro plan. And if you use that, of course, see, in Pro you will get, in fact, let me show you. So if I click on overview, so you can get it for free, but I think Claude Code will not work for the free version. You can do basic chat and it will generate the code for you. But now we want it to run on the machine and generate the code, generate the files, play with the files. And for that, you need to get the Pro plan or the Max plan. So in the Pro plan, you get Claude Code, but there's a limitation. You will hit that limit often. It depends upon what kind of work you're doing. And there's a way to also reduce the amount of token getting used so that you can do it for the longer time. Otherwise, you'll be having a session or some time where you can use it, then you have to wait for the reset. But if you are a heavy user, I would suggest a Max plan. But depends upon what you're building. If you're building something which will give you revenue, of course, Max works here. But I'm a Pro plan because I'm not using this that much at this point. For basic project, for basic implementation, it works. And anyway, it is going to reset after some time. But there's also an API way. So if you click on API here, so this is how the charging goes like. So $5 per million token, that's for the Opus. For Sonnet, it's 3 million. And for Haiku, it is 1 million. Now for basic task, if you want something fast, Haiku works. But if you're building a project where you need code, it should be smart. Okay, so in that case, Sonnet works. But if you are planning for your project, we will be using Opus. And don't worry, we'll talk about this later in detail, which one to use when. So which is better? I would say if you have a plan, that is much better because you don't have to pay for the tokens. Then you have to always think about how many tokens are getting consumed. But yeah, if you just want to learn this entire course, API should work only for this course. Okay, then you are not paying $20 or $30 in that case. You're just paying $5 to $6 if I'm not wrong, provided you're not using Opus there. Okay, so let's see our terminal and you can see the installation is completed and the folder in which it went is .local, so we can verify the setup as well. Now it might ask you to also add this in your environment variables, and if you don't know how to do that, it will give you a command itself here. So you can just go here and add the particular path. So you can see I've already done that because I'm not doing this for the first time on this machine. But it might ask you to do that based on which OS you're using. Now, once you have your setup done, the next step is to actually type this command called Claude. When you say enter, now, since it is going to change certain things in your system, and that is risky, right? Because AI is going to change the files and stuff. So you have to give the permission. So it will ask you for the root directory permission. So if you don't want to give for this particular folder, which is not should be the case, I will be doing that. But if you want to build something and if you want to give limited folder permission, then create a particular folder and do that. Okay, so I'm going to say trusted, and this is how it looks. Now you might be thinking, okay, we got a terminal. So we are doing everything in a terminal. Why not GUI? See, the thing is, as a pro developer, when you start building projects, there are a lot of things which happens on the terminal. So even if you are using the GUI part of it, there are certain things it will ask you to do it in terminal. So if you are anyway going to come back to terminal, why not? And don't worry, we're not going to use this particular terminal. We are going to use that in the IDE. Now you can use any IDE here. So we are going to use VS Code. If you're using for Java or some other frameworks, try different IDEs. For Java, you can use JetBrains IDE like IntelliJ IDEA and many more. So you can try in those things, provided extensions are there. Now, in fact, you can also check on which particular platform they have the extensions. So if I go back to the home page, so if you expand this, you can see you can get it on VS Code, JetBrains, and on the web as well. But these two are majorly used, so we'll be using that. So this is how it looks like. Now, before we open the IDE and show you something, I want to show you something here. Now you can run commands. Now, let's say before running a command, I just want to check, how can you help me? Now, when I do that, so you can see it will give a lot of this type of messages. Transmuting. Okay. So you can see it can help me with the software engineering development task because it is specifically built for code, right? So it is research analytics specific. You can use it for API development, SDK development, multiple things. So basically for code.